Welcome back to my channel, everyone. I know it's been forever, well, just a week, but I wanted to say this is the third episode, that's six, third episode of Southern Utah Hidden Gems. I am a Utah local, and these are some places that you can go besides the national parks. This episode, we're gonna go to Yants Flats and the Anasazi Trail and Sand Hollow State Park. Stay tuned, hit that subscribe button and give it a big like, share with a friend because more the merrier. Hi, I'm Janelle. I've been traveling internationally for the last 20 years, connecting with cultures and finding sustainable adventures, especially scuba diving. This year, I'm showing you my hometown of Utah, from the deep southern deserts to the high Uinta Mountains, with a sprinkling of hidden gems from around the world. Be sure to subscribe and become a part of the culture trekking community. Oh, and share it with your friends. More the merrier. If you haven't seen the other episodes of Southern Utah Hidden Gems, be sure to go check those out so you know what the storyline is about how not only do we start looking rough, we start feeling rough by the end of this trip. All right, so we got settled into the hotel pretty well. The dogs are all asleep, which is pretty incredible for a 9-month-old boxer puppy to be totally knocked out at like 5:20. I'm very impressed. Ivy was able to hold down some chicken broth, so I'm glad we made this call to just spend a couple of nights here. We will be doing Yant Flats tomorrow morning and then heading over to the Anasazi Trail. Then we'll go over to Sand Hollow State Park to see how Finn does in a kayak. The weather down here is very unusual to be this warm at this time of year. I mean, it's the middle of October. By this time of year, it's dropped down into the 80s, maybe mid 70s, and cooling down for wintertime. But even the weather channel is saying that these weather conditions are quite unusual. So that's the thing with travel. Plans change, and you just got to be prepared for them. Yeah, it should be a fun couple days, so let's see how we do. Always put your health and your animal's health above everything. We all settled in for the night. Good morning, everyone. So it is 7:10 in the morning. We are headed over to Yants Flats. We wanted to get there as early as possible because we don't want the dogs hiking in the heat with their little paws, because it can burn them. Yants Flats is in Leeds, Utah. It's about 27 miles outside of St. George. They don't have restroom facilities there, but dogs are allowed. Sunrises in St. George are so pretty, and the road over there was quite bumpy. Yant Flats is a 3.4-mile trail that gains 337 feet in elevation. There is about a mile of soft sand that you do need to hike through, so be aware of that. So we just arrived at the Yant Flats trailhead. This is Pine Valley, and it's still part of the Dixie National Forest. When this area was formed, the Colorado Plateau pushed the volcanic rocks up, and it's kind of like when you press your face and it creates wrinkles. It's kind of what it did with the sandstone here. So there's a lot of different layers throughout the sandstone. So I'm really excited to see what this trail looks like. We were following the wash down here, but the trail is actually up on this left side. Be sure to download all trails to make sure that you're following the right trail, because there are a lot of people that have made their own paths. You will see some prickly pear cacti and cholla cacti along this trail, so it's a good idea to keep your dogs on a leash. Unfortunately, Finn is very new to hiking. He did have some blisters develop, so we kept him off the leash. It isn't the best practice, I know, and as soon as we saw people on the trail, he was hooked right back up to the leash. In my defense, they are very well trained, and none of our dogs went off the trail once.
and fine. We stay here until tomorrow. Can't let them win this time. I'm so madly in love with you. So stay and let this move. You got me inspired. We can stay by this fire.
So these look like either chipmunk or bunny tracks because of the two together. Kind of looks like they were jumping. But if you know if they're not bunny tracks, let us know what they are in the comments below.
So this is the beginning of the trail. There's like the second parking area. We parked over there. So yeah, just keep going over to this area.
Yants Flats Trail was incredible, and on our way out, we actually got to see a desert tortoise. If you ever see one of these, please slow down, protect it with your vehicle. Do not touch them unless you are specifically moving them from the road. Always use gloves when doing so. So apparently there is more than one Anasazi Trail. So this is the Anasazi Valley Trail. And this is the trail where I also got way too hot, so did the dogs, and ended up locking my keys in the car. Got some gorgeous views along this trail. Look at this. This is all the Red Cliffs conservation area. Because of the Red Cliffs. This is cool. So they're excavating this area because there's a 1,000-year-old prevalent farmstead. You can kind of see the remnants right here. Not completely obvious, but you see a little bit right there. So if you come this way up through these rocks, and here they are. There's some here and up here. So they don't really know what all these signs mean, but they think they're tribal symbols, religious symbols, symbols of importance to the Piute people that lived in this area. Pretty dang cool. Don't touch them if you come, or carve your name in. Leave no trace. So we're just back at the hotel, chilling out and drying out from getting so sweaty. The dogs are absolutely pooped. Look at Zoey. Zoey. Hi, baby. Head over to Sand Hollow just right before sunset when it starts cooling down again to 82. 5 o'clock, it's supposed to get up to 88. So we just figured we'd hang out here and then head over to Sand Hollow for sunset, come back, take showers, and then go to bed and head out in the morning. It was a hot one today. And I got sunscreen in my eyeball and my contact fell out halfway on the trail. And then I got back and I locked my car and my keys in my car after I'd turned it on and turned the AC on and the dogs were in there. So luckily I'd cracked the moonroof just enough to get my arm in with a pole and push the unlock button. So that was really lucky. Otherwise I'd be SOL. Should be a very quiet night with the doggos being totally worn out. Are you happy? Are you happy or just pooped? You pooped. You guys want to go for a ride? Still got energy.
Don't tell me that it's over. Never say.
We're here at Sand Hollow State Park, so I don't know that we'll have enough time to get the kayak out, but we're just gonna go down, play in the water, and have a good time. In the water. This is your first time at the lake. You gotta get in. Oh, there we go. dry by rubbing yourself all over into dirt again?